Hi everybody, so today I'm just taking you on the journey of how I created this Encanto cake. First I started with frozen sponges. So what I do is I freeze my sponges, and then when it's time to decorate I take it out to the freezer and I use it just like that. I found that this gives me a bit more control of how smooth I get my frosting when I do the final coat. So I first did the crumb coat, chilled for 20 minutes in the freezer, took it out again and started my final coat. And what I also found to be very helpful is using this acrylic cake comb that I got at the baking tin in Ottery. And I found that makes my final coat nice and smooth. Another little hack that I learned over the years was to run it under a tap of running warm water. So I just keep it under the tap of warm water and allow it to heat up the comb a little bit before I go over it once again to get the final smooth finish. And what I'm doing right here is I'm just making sure that we get that beautiful sharp corners that we all love on our cakes. And okay, there I just took off a little bit too much of buttercream, but I fixed that very easily. Yeah, so as you can see, it is nice and smooth, and that has a lot to do with that heated up cake comb. So you're probably wondering why I left that bottom bit uncovered. So in this video I'm using a matte board, and in order for me to avoid the fat of the buttercream to take away that matte finish on the board, I decided to leave it a bit uncovered until the last moment where I can do it nice and neatly and focus solely on that. So yeah, I just started piping the hot pink buttercream on the cake, and oops, there a little bit of buttercream burst out of the seams of this piping bag, but we're not about to let that stop us. Let's keep moving and just clean it up as we go, because it's just too much effort to change piping bags at this point, so we keep it moving. And I particularly love this piping tip that I also got at the baking tin. So it's a spiral type of tip. I have no clue what the number tip is, but you can check it out over there. And the spirals, I absolutely love this hot pink color. And this color this is called the rose color. I got this at Cab Foods in Brackenfell, and I absolutely love it. I love the contrast of the two colors, the blue and the pink. Let's get that last bit of buttercream out. We're not about to waste over here. So now it's time to add the different color flowers onto the buttercream. And I feel like at this stage, placement is absolutely important, because it ensures that you create a level of contrast between the two, or between the various different colors. So placement is really important. It actually would help for you to map out where you want the flowers to go ahead of time, so that by the time you get to this, you don't have to put on flowers and take them off and destroy the spirals of that beautiful buttercream that you added on before. So placement is absolutely important. So let's address the elephant in the room and fill in that bottom gap. So what I used is I just filled it in with an offset spatula with a little bit of that blue buttercream, and now I'm just smoothing it all out with that heated up acrylic cake comb to make sure that no seams are left. cleaning up the edges of that board a little bit, just to make sure we have a nice and neat finish. And because this is a matte board, I'm taking a hot clean cloth just to make sure that we keep the integrity of that texture. I know you see a few gaps at the base of the board, but I filled that in off camera because it can be a bit boring to watch. So I'm just placing a few of the butterflies just to give it a bit of a whimsical, fairy, light, colorful type of vibe. And I also added a few gold pearls just to give it that bit of extra pop. And there we go. That is the finished Encanto cake. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and also please tag me if you are going to try something similar. Thank you. Until next time.